Here we go. Sound ready? Sound ready. Camera ready. And roll sound. And roll camera. Speed.
3 guys, 1, take 300.
And action.
Postcards shows, I think, a nice balance of frustration, of anguish, of just, at some point, utter despair, which is real. That is human. That is reality.
When I read the whole script for Postcards from the Future, and I read Callie Everman's role and how she is basically the one female presence in space, I was really honored to actually be able to portray that. And I think that the fact that there hasn't been a woman on the moon yet has made all the more difference for me to be in this role.
Well, I think this film that we're doing right now is going to, spark a lot of interest in a lot of young minds that, hey, this is something that's worth working towards.
Speed.
Scene 6-1, take 5, marker.
Action.
There was experimentation in how to, you have such a simple background, green, and even feed it a field of green, and like going, okay, you don't know exactly what's going to be behind, but you know approximately what's going to be behind. Okay, the background's simple. I can't look at it as simple. I want to add a little complexity to just a face. There was a lot of close-ups, and it's nice to add little details that aren't simple, that they have a little bit more complexity, and even though it's just a close-up. Yeah.
Working on this crew so far has been very interesting, especially using the technology that we are using to shoot this film. The crew guys are great because they got their quirky kind of geeky tech side.
When I was a kid, I used to get a little Super 8 one to make a little film, and I thought, well, I liked little buttons and lights and stuff, the indicator lamps that you could push and make little instrument panels and stuff. In grade school, I used to write on my desk, with my pencil and little buttons, and I pretended I was in like space 1999.
Yeah, if I was offered the chance to take this crew right here in space, I would look at all these guys out here on the crew and and how hard they work and everything that they know, and I would say, no way in hell.
Whenever I needed some acceleration, I would just lift up my heels, my toes, or rock on my heels, and the whole front end of my desk would take off, and I would get altitude. It would be about that much altitude, but I would get up in the air.
Roll camera.
And it's admirable of Alan in the projects that he's thought of, and he has a faith and wants to do something, whether it's whether it's a rocket or a film project. There's imagination that has to take place, and there's technology that has to take place. There's also a faith and an undying interest, especially I see it in him in his dreams and wishes and what he's trying to communicate. There's this enthusiasm that's a little bit childlike, but not him being childlike. I think he's making things for and setting things up for maybe his kids' generation.
In other news, Alan Chan rocks. Are you rolling? He's just such a crazy guy and a wonderful director. No, really, he is. The whole ensemble is very attractive.
Get my hair. special, the dark square insulation here actually replenishes any liquids. The fan scene. These magic floating flying fans just save our lives, and they allow us to continue to make the movie. Somebody dropped a load down in there and they couldn't flush it, so sent me over here to fix that toilet.
Alrighty then.
Where you guys going?
Solo.
It feels like a big family, and everyone's striving to achieve something that we're all really excited about doing, and it's the film. And which again kind of incorporates what the movie's about, is a crew that is striving and putting everything that they have into a bigger project, a greater good for what we're trying to do.
Thank you.